All right, chat. So today we're gonna play something we're calling Warp Shadow, which is a new take on Death Shadow list. But I wanna give you a little background first. So, as you know, we've been trying to make a Bog Brew Witch deck work in Historic, and we have some lists that we're gonna play. But I was just sort of toying around on what else sort of works with this kind of shell, and we built like a Phoenix Airship list. We built a green-black sort of mill list with like Fiend Artisan and Grist and stuff. But one card I wanted to sort of check in with was Abiding Grace, because it lets us rebuy our Festering Newt every turn. Which means we can, you know, if we have the other two pieces or even just Cauldron, that means we can drain our opponent for 4 every single turn with Abiding Grace, which felt kind of gross. And so far, like preliminary testing, it's been okay, but I've been looking for other things to sort of mesh this package with. And one that I haven't really talked about in a while is the Cantor of Refrain package. I don't know if you guys remember these from Edge of Eternity's Alchemy, but this is a 2-1 for 1. It can't block. Whenever you cast a spell for its warp cost, you return this card from the graveyard to the battlefield. It gets +1/+0. So I don't know why, but in my mind I was like, oh, well that's kind of cool, right? If you can play some other warp things, then all right, we can, you know, bring back Festering Newt, but then we can also buy back Cantor of Refrain. And it was just a package that, you know, I've had in the back of my mind, sort of on the back burner, but we never ever played with it. So, like, I was like, okay, we got Removal, Song Point of Prime, and then we got Void Called Devotee. And then I sort of started looking through, like, what other warp cards we have. I said, oh, shit, we have, you know, Starfield Shepherd. That finds both Cantor of Refrain and Festering Newt. But it can also trigger Cantor and buy back, you know, some other things if we want to play like Cat Oven combo. But then I looked at Timeline Caller and I was like, a 2-mana 2/2 with haste that you can repeatedly warp if it dies. So like we can sack it to Bubbling Cauldron. It helps bring other Cantor refrains back. We throw in Void Called Devotee, which gives us more refrains and warps to bring them back. So I was like, we got a stew cooking here. And then, in my brain, my big brewer's brain, I was like, Timeline Color also just makes us lose life. Starfield Shepherd finds 1-drops. So I said, hey, get rid of Bog Brew Witch, and we're going to pivot 180. And I came up with this, which is Warp Shadow, taking that same Cantor package we just talked about and throwing in Death Shadow. And we played a Mardu version of Death Shadow with Redirect Lightning last week. But this seems sick because we have the same sort of quick power of Death Shadow. But now we have like this sort of even grindier mid-range game plan with Void Called Devotee, Color, and Cantor, along with Song of Point Prime and Starfield Shepherd. So Starfield Shepherd can obviously find all these. It kind of takes place of like Ranger Captain of Eos, because we are also playing a few sort of toolbox cards, Giver Rooms, Giant Killer, and Fairy Guide Mother in order to give Death Shadow flying. But then we're taking that same sort of Shadow package we were playing. We're going Orshov Charm again, but now we're playing Dismembers and a couple Snuff Outs, along with a single Unearth. So we got rid of the Abiding Grace plan completely. I did have it in the sideboard, but I ended up cutting it because I think it's just too cute. But now we have like these really synergistic pieces, especially Timeline Color with Death Shadow lets you be really aggressive. And I think the fact that Void Called Devotee also has haste is kind of disgusting too. So these two together, yes, they kind of heighten your curve up. We're not playing Luris here. But because they both have haste, they do let you keep the aggression up rather quickly. And Timeline Color warping for 2 on top of, you know, our shock lands plus our bolt lands, combined with like Dismember, Snuff Out, doing something with Orshov Charm, plus Thoughtseizes, like you lower your life total fast while getting in fast too. So preliminary testing with this deck was sweet. Had a lot of fun, a lot of lines to play. There's still quite a few adjustments we're doing. Like I just added the Giver Runes. I dropped an Unearth. But this is what we're going to start off with for now, and I'm excited to play it. And then sideboard-wise, not sold on this either, but I figured our 3 big problems are going to be Eldrazi, control, and combo. I think we can actually do pretty decent against other mid-range, aka being Boros, as long as we can manage to play around bombardment. But even when they're like sacking to constantly kill canters, they're just gonna come back when we warp other stuff. So I focused a little more mainly on just hitting those 3 archetypes. We're playing Deafening Silence and Surgical Extraction for things like I don't know, Blue-Red Lotus and stuff like that. A couple Duress if we're playing against Scapeshift and things. We're playing White Orchid Phantoms to go against Eldrazi. Sometimes these come in against control, depending on how greedy their mana base is. But then a couple Fragments just as some all-around removal for permanents. A few Pithing Needle, and we're testing out Arch Enemy's Charm. Because I like the fact that it hits walkers, but the fact that it can bring back 2 cards from our graveyard, whether that be, you know, Shepherd and Shadow, a Void Call Devotee, you just get back some perpetually pumped Cantors. I just want to see how it goes. But yes, I know the lifelink on the 3rd ability is a bit of a nombo, but putting 2 counters on something is also pretty spicy, especially if we can, you know, attack in the air with a Shepherd in the late game. So this might just be like a decent utility spell. But we might swap this out for something else as we go. But that's where I'm at. I am slightly worried we have a little too much pain. Between like Thoughtseize, Color, Charm, Snuff Out, and Dismember. We're losing our life total goes down really fast. And Cantor of the Refrain cannot block. So it's basically up to these removal spells, especially if we're against aggro. Those games are very fun because it's a fine line. We're kind of walking the tightrope as we go. But let's hop into some games. I'm excited to play this one. We'll see how we do, and then we'll make some changes as we go. This hand's all right. We can lose life pretty quick on this. Don't have a swamp for Snuff Out, but I think that's okay. We'll just see how we do. Opponent jams us. Okay, we like that. We're gonna shock ourselves on this. Don't want to throw out a color quite yet. All right, chat. I'm a little distracted. We gotta lock the fuck in. Lock the fucking chat. I think we're just gonna again hold on to Charm. Okay, let's drop this and go for Shadow. See if he has counterplay. I just want to see what he does. Nothing. Sprite Dragon. Actually, let's let that resolve first, and then we will blow it up. Let's see a Spell Snare. Or Pierce, I guess. Good for us. He could spend another card on it, but I'm not super worried. I'm gonna swing. Okay. Swing both there. Alright, so we're just against a little blue-red wizards here. I think we'll just bring in a couple fragments. I don't hate Charm. It's just expensive, so I don't think we really need it. I think I want to drop a Guide Mother and a Giant Killer. We're also on the draw. I don't know if this Unearth is going to be that good here either. Maybe bring in a single surgical. Do I want the extra duresses? I don't really care about his spell being burnt out, right? I'd rather just focus on his creatures. I guess there's an argument for enemy charm or killer, but I think I'm fine with what I have. Snuff out especially is helpful. Can't keep it. Chat, the one plains. We're playing one plains just for Starfield Shepherd. Okay. Sounds funny, but we'll try it out. We'll put back your charm. All right. That was a good top deck. Bum 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 bum. Ba da 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 do. It's a good draw for us. Bum, bum. I feel like our aggro matchup can't be that bad. Is he gonna kill our Cancer? He is. I wonder if we wanna... We're just gonna kill the Sprite Dragon now. And then we'll probably go find Shadow off the Shepherd. We can dismember if he has a creature here. We are getting a little low, so we have to we're gonna take a lot off of this. Cool. We Shepherd, we get both our Cantors back. And we go find a Death Shadow. And then opponent scoops it up. Chat, we just 2-0'd Wizards. Ooh, feels good. Just gobbled Wizards for breakfast. Pretty hot. This hand is pretty hot. We'll lead on Shrine, so we can hold up Snuff Out after we Thoughtseize. All right, so we get to smash for 3. Put a Cantor in the yard. You ended up Praven? What are you doing with the chocolate, my man? We find another Cantor. Interesting. Let's drop it. Smashing for 3 again. Hopefully he just drops this Ice Till. Indeed he does. We're gonna snuff out his Explorer. How much more chocolate did you buy? Should we just put him dead to our board? I think so. We're gonna reanimate all 3 of those Cantors. This one wasn't as bad. Alright, chat. Let's see what opponent has. Board wipe of some sort? I mean, we have 2 6/6s. Then he's playing Fogs. How much money did you spend on those, Praven? K commands, draws, and discards. So if he blocks both 6/6s, if he blocks those, he still takes lethal. Nice. Nice. Chat, this deck's kinda hot, dude. Have I broken the meta? Okay, so opponent's on what? A green-red. Are we assuming he's playing K-Command, but he's also on land, so I'm assuming Micro-Spawn. But we haven't seen any... I don't know. It's a weird list. I think we're going to bring in a couple Surgicals. I don't know. Let's drop the Unearths. Let's drop Giant Killer and Guide Mother. Do we think we need the Phantoms? Is he playing like... I feel like he's just playing K-Command to play K-Command. Do I want to bring in the Fragment? And do we want like an Arch Enemies? No. Let's just run it back and see what we do. What am I clicking on here, Praven? Swiss Colony Petites, 4 variety, assorted traditional brownie chocolate lovers, liqueur, mini layer cakes, gourmet dessert gift, cake assortment, petites, 4s, cakes, celebrate. Did everyone get all that? Sand feels fine. We get to go down to... we get to go down to 13 on... Ooh, yeah. Fire Magic, Ice Till. Let's take his Malevolent Rumble and slow him down a little bit. Do you think these are good, Praven? How do we know? I'm just gonna fire a Death Shadow off right now. If he wants to spend the mana to kill it, I'm all for it. And we'll get whatever else is out of his hand. I mean, they do look good. I'm not gonna lie to you. They look scrumptious. Is there a reason he didn't do that at instant speed? Oh, because it costs 2. I don't know why I thought it was like a Pyroclasm. We have Snuff Out, too. We're feeling pretty good here. Little cakes covered in chocolate. Praven, you sure know how to speak to me. Giver's a good pickup, yeah? K-Commands are Death Shadow. I think we can let that happen. He's just drawing a card. Should we just Shepherd again? No. Yeah, maybe we shepherd there. I want to know what he kept on top. Maybe just another ice till. Shove aside. Yeah, you got it. Alright, opponent's out of stuff to do. He has a couple ghost quarters, but we have swamps and a plains, so I'm not super worried. So we'll shepherd again. We'll just pick up another shadow, I guess. Kind of an awkward spot where we can't lose more life without something stupid going on, but we're chilling. We have Snuff Out plus reality for whatever he plays, hopefully. We need, like... Alright, this is good. I think I want to pick up a Cantor and start getting some recurability here. The $400 headphones came in. They aren't life-changing. Think about returning them to fund your chocolate addiction. Praven, I support you. No matter what. Do I want to play the second Shepherd? Or do you think we're gonna get, like, Ugin or something? I actually don't have a lot of play against Ugin. We have color if he minuses. Emrakul, the Promise End. Does that have protection from instants? It does. That's tough, chat. So he is playing Eldrazi. He can't really snuff out... He can snuff out our own Star Shield. And I guess he can... I don't really know what he can do. Run our Death Shadow into his Emrakul. If we top deck a Song of whatever, we can make him sacrifice it. I don't think he knows we're playing that card. Takes us to 4. Plays our thing out for us. Oh, shit, chat. There's a Song of Point Prime right there. We needed that. We needed that one, boys. Fails to find, obviously. And then we get to take our turn. Spends, okay. He's just doing whatever he can. Dismember does not help us. We'll concede. We'll go into game 3. All right, so... Okay. Chat, we still haven't seen any lands, which is interesting. Emrakul is a big one. I'll give him that. That's going to be tough for us to beat. So, I don't even... I mean, like, is White Orchid worth it? I think we just try and go faster than him. He brought in Fire Magic against us, but I don't think that's very good against Cantor. I will say it's funny that we don't have any sorcery speed removal. Okay. We can get aggressive on one land. Are you with me, chat? Chat, you're with me. Okay. We have Dismembers. We just gotta find a land. That's all we gotta do. Easy. Easy money, chat. Easy money. Beautiful. Oh shit, chat, he is playing Temple. I mean, we figured as much, but we just literally haven't seen it. It's so funny. Can we just... I think we can just outspeed him here, right? We have removal for... What is he gonna play? Microspawn? Yeah. Do we want to hold up one? I think we do. Let's kill that and double. And then we'll warp another color. And put, like, a lot of pressure on him. Swing it in for 6. And then that way if he boards wipes, we can just double warp. Shoves aside. Okay. He's still dead to whatever afterwards. And we can hold up Dismember for whatever he plays. I feel okay, chat. Micro spawn. Okay. He's just dead, yes? Clobbered. Beautiful. Okay, I'm glad we kept that. We just tried to be a lot more aggressive than he was, and it worked out for us. Sick. Okay, we don't have, like, a big threat, but we have a lot of removal and a free spell on turn 1, so I feel okay about it. Opponent, High Arts. Oh, that made it way better. We're gonna bolt the bird, snuff the High Arc. Look at that. Sound is meh. I'm sorry, Brave. Utopia Sprawl. Are we a Badger Mold deck? Doesn't seem like it. We're just gonna keep snuffing this guy out, and we're gonna drop a Shadow and see where that gets us. We might... I don't know if we want a Devotee. Kiora. Untaps. Well, we'll see. Big mana is tough for us, I think. Silent Clearing's pretty good. Let's kill Kiora. How do we feel about that? We'll haste this. And we'll kill Kiora. Put a Cantor in our yard. We're just going to keep spending mana to play our shadows. The other cool thing is, not that it's, like, incredible, but we can rebuy Cantors with Orsov Charm at instant speed. They can't block, but putting another body on the board is pretty good. And in this case, it might win us the game. Or he just concedes. Alright, so he's just on, what, little mono green action? I think we just bring in a couple fragments and... Do we like Arch Enemies? I kind of like Charm here. We have yet to really play it. Snuff Out's going to be good. I think Song is going to be good. Giant Killer's fine. Let's drop a Guide Mother. Giver's probably good. Unearth is bad. We can probably drop a Charm. And maybe like a Devotee. Yeah. Actually, Devotee's probably better than Color. Let's try something like that. Sound is meh. Praven, I don't know what to tell you. I'm sorry you're I'm sorry it's so bad. That was what? Eldrazi Panza? What do we got here? Do we have a thing? This hand seems pretty sweet too. We'll keep this. Maybe a touch slow if he gets ahead of us with Mana Dorks, or a Utopia Sprawl. But good enough, I think. Okay, it leads on High Arc. Oh my god, does it get any better, chat? Fucking love Snuff Out. Why were we not playing Snuff Out in the Mardu version? Badger Mole Cub. Hey-yo. It's a good one, my man. That's a good one. We're going to charm his Badger Mole. All right, guys. We're down to 10 already. We might have to chill. 3 mana for a Fanatic of Ronus. Into a... nothing. Okay. Let's Song Point Prime, make him sack something. Probably Fanatic? No. I thought maybe he would want to try and bring it back next turn, but I was wrong. We do have a Fel the Profane up, which is good. But we are running out of steam rather quick on this one to try and keep up with his mana generators. So I don't know if we're going to find enough to compete with his big boys. This could be a Karn. This could be a Kiora. Could be a little bit of everything. Is it worth us sniping Kiora here? 6 mana? It might be. We're at quite the low life total here, chat. Cavalier. Yeah, I think he got ahead of us too quick. We can take a peek at what else he's jamming against us. Ooh, plus a Karn. Yeah, we're behind here, chat. Rip to us. Okay, we can try and outspeed him in game 3. Because we can well, we can make him sack a Fanatic, Song Point, and bring back the original. I guess we could swing with that one. Plus a Death Shadow. So let's go Black Source Shadow. Swing here. Just to see what he does. Okay. And then let's warp and bring back both of those. Chat, I don't think we can get out of this. Especially since he has second Storm the Festival mana. Guys, Siribot is so quick. Let it go. We're gonna get portaled. And then we're just pretty much dead. Yeah. Okay. Too fast for us, chat. Too fast. I'm still pretty happy with what we were doing, though. I think we'll bring in the color and drop a Devotee. And just try and be a little bit quicker. That Snuff Out off the top was pretty good. But let's see what we can do in this one. Jesus Christ. Okay. Chat, how do you feel? I feel great. Does he have a Mana Dork? He does. We're going to take his Badger Mole Cub, though. Still going to power into a Cavalier pretty quick, though. We might have to pop a Silent Clearing. And he finds a Badger Mole Cub. Okay, we find a Devotee. Let's just put that going right away. Obviously, we're gonna get Cavaliered. which is gonna suck. But not if he doesn't have anything to do with the mana. Toby whiffs on a Nykthos, and he finds one. God damn it, chat. If we find, like, Snuff Out Charm, Dismember would be good. Anything. Charm's pretty good. Blow up the Cavalier. We take 6. He gets to put what on top? Storm the Festival. And then we pay a black and play our Shadow out. And swing again. Did we keep Giver in or no? We did, but we'd have to find Giver or Shepherd off the top. We're just getting stormed here, right? Two mana open. Kiora would suck. Oh, Kiora plus second Nykthos is actually not that bad. How much mana can he make? 4, untapped 6. So he can just rebuy Fnatic, which still puts him close to dead. What else does he have? Cavalier? Okay, chat. We have a chance here. If we find, like, a removal of some sort off the top. Jesus. Okay, we need him to just not have another blocker. So, let's draw a card first. Timeline Caller is pretty good. Also gives us 2 and puts 2 more things back on the field. He has to block here, and then he has to block here, and he has to block here. Okay. We're not dead yet. We're close. We're at least taking 6 and we go down to 1. And we'll see how big of a board he can make off of these storms. Can he do both of them? Needs what, 20 mana? No, he can do 1. Portal, he can't portal us. Scrap Shooter. Well, now he can cast the other one. But he's still dead at the moment. And he has to tap his board for the second one. Oh, not anymore. Ripperino to us, chat. Is he going for Storm plus second Fnatic? Even there, we'll see. He needs what? Double creatures. He finds a Karn. Plus second. The fact that he has 3 Kioras, chat. Jesus. Are we getting portaled here? I actually don't think I mind a portal. There's a chance. A Chroma's Memorial. Yeah, he's got us with that one. What a gamer. What a gamer. A Mad Lad playing a Chroma's Memorial in his darn board. That was a close game, though. For being against, like, a big ramp deck, we did quite well. We got mauled this hand, right? Jesus Christ. Chat. Chat, what the fuck? Alright. My fucking god. I didn't really want to go to 5, I'm gonna be honest with you. We'll see what we do here. Esper Sentinel, fuck me. Hopefully we can find our songs. However, they're not on Luris, which is interesting. If they are indeed red, white auras. Which they are. Interesting. There's our Death Shadow. Let's shock this in. Swing for 2. We just tap a Spirit Dancer during his upkeep. How's life going? Could be going better. But that's alright. I'm not even halfway through the primers on the Jank Tank. Been applying to a million jobs, haven't really found much of anything. So it's growing. We're stable, but it's tough, you know? Life is life. Are we gonna get swing at for 1 here? That's good. We're gonna fire this off. I think Auras is gonna be tough for us. Okay, second Shelter by Ghost is very tough. Okay, first off, we kept a bad hand. Second off, I feel like this is just bad for us in general. We're gonna bring in the Fragments. And I think I want extra. I guess I really don't. It's just an awkward. Like, Song Point's good. Get rid of this. Giant Killer's probably fine. Unearth is probably bad. You apply to Sheets? Hey, they pay, like, whatever an hour, dude. $18.50 an hour if you're, like, overnight or whatever. That's literally more than I'm making. Isn't that wild? Work a full-time job and... Oh, dude, this hand's pretty good. This hand's very good, actually. 15.5 for evening? Hey, man. Alright, we'll just take this creature and hang out, and then we'll hold on to this song. We have a Giver. Look, it was way less. Hope they get back to me. Yeah, you don't need anything crazy. Opponent is jamming that. Interesting. Okay. Chat. Interesting. We have our 1 mana 1/2, and our opponent does not have any creatures. And I like it. Whoa. Chat, I'm not crazy. They didn't have Luris in game 1, right? Right? We did not see a Luris companion, because I made a comment about it. Interesting. Okay, so he's sheltered by ghosting that. We're gonna Song of Point Prime and get our thing back. He's also going to Demonic Ruckus. It kind of sucks that he's refilling the hand here, but Sauna Point Prime's good here. I would like to take a little bit of damage. Armor. What does that mean? Shard Mages rest you? I would assume. Which we can charm in response. Oh. No. Even better. Chat, this is going surprisingly well. And now we have our Death Shadows online. Okay. All right. How do we feel about bringing in a single surgical? I feel great about it. But, yeah, dude, I don't know. Fucking shit's hard to find anything anywhere ever. I just need something. What is this? One land? A Snuff Out, but we have no Black Source. Or no Swamp. So we'll maul. This is better. I guess we'll... I don't really want to drop the double white. I kind of want to keep the Felber Pain too. Get rid of the Cantor here, I think. Can turn one Duress. Maybe steal. Oh, that works. Does he have a Shard Mage? He has a Light Pause. I'll definitely take that. Oh my god, his hand is a lot of stuff, chat. We're gonna get Raptored. Steals are all that glitters. I think we're just gonna eat that. And at least get Death Shadow up and running. Charm is good. Let's shock this in. Shadow. And then spit a Duress at him. And just to see what he's got. Nothing. We'll pass back. He can land and then what? Rebuy something? He might actually hold on to the Lurrus. Oh, or not. Okay. Kind of sucks here. I don't think we're going to win this one, chat. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. We're gonna try and kill this, but he's gonna sack the all side. Or not. Interesting. Very interesting. We did a 9/9. I guess he wants to save it and try and kill us with the Spirit Dancer, which looks like it's a pretty good idea. I don't think we, give her runes is pretty good. That was probably the best thing we could have drawn there, I guess. So that, we have protection from both black. Steam Winter Sale? What are you gonna get? Anything good? I do want to play the new Borderlands. Alright, knock him down. Let's hope he doesn't have Shard Mage's Rescue. Oh. We're still fine. Because if he gets this thing pro white, it loses the aura. Correct? So, he kind of has to pick. Oh. Okay. Cool. Oh, chat. You ever beat auras? Because I did. Nice. I was worried there. He kind of bundled that one. This hand's pretty hot, if I say so myself. We have removal on 1. We also have Song Point plus Void Call Devotee with a Starfield Shepherd to warp back the Cantors. Even better. Let's see what opponent's doing in here. Oh, hell yeah, opponent. Hell yeah. Ugin's Binding isn't whatever. I guess I'd rather get rid of card selection, huh? Silent Clearing is nice. Let's fire off a Devotee. See if he dismembers in response. I'll have him take 4. I'm all for it. But this is a different flavor of Eldrazi, so it'll be a good test. Opponent grows to 16. 3 mana. I assume we're getting drifted here. Indeed, we are. There's a... Okay, that's pretty good. Let's warp here. Honestly, I think I'm just gonna get Giver. I think I'd rather have Pro Colorless. If we can get a Shadow online. It's a slow start for us. Finds a Labyrinth, exiles the Ulamog. Into Thought-Knot Seer. I feel like a lot of people see our deck and they're like, what the fuck? Which is exactly what the Jank Tank's for, boys. Exactly what the Jank Tank's for. What is this? iTunes? More like U-Tunes, am I right? Alright, we get to draw a card. I'm tempted to hold on to this Bogart Trawler if he decides to, actually do whatever to us. I can speak words, chat. If he decides to Udin's Binding us, I think I just want to Trawler it. If we can. Turn music up. We're gonna kill this right now and just maybe try and force him to binding us. Anyways. Is that better, Praven? Second Shadow's pretty good. Test the headphones. Gotcha. What did he take? Okay, he did take our whatever. Cantor. Not bad. This has Devoid, correct? So we can safely swing here. Which is nice. I think we just play Second Shadow and put Lethal on board and force him to do something. I assume he's gonna binding us and then cast a big boy. Which is like the point. He's gotta have something big to jam. Yeah, Null Drifter. We figured, right? In response, we're gonna draw a card. Okay, I like that. I wonder if we just double Shadow into Thoughtseize. See what he's got in hand. Consign. Ooh, we'll take this Cabaron. He has second Null Drifter. I think that's okay. We have two 8/8s. And if he swings at us, we'll sack land. But then we can just Thoughtseize something. Did we play this? Oh no, we played a Mythic player. This is the Cabaron deck, right? It's just blue-red through the breach, but historic. We're gonna sack the courtyard first because we want swamps for snuff out, possibly. You ever do like base tests or anything? $400 worth? I don't know. Yeah. It's hard to justify, unless you're like an audiophile. Alright, so opponent's digging for some stuff here. He's gonna probably consign his own evoke trigger. Which indeed he does. So there's a few things we can find off the top, but not many of them are great. Okay, cool. We take game one. Beautiful. We're gonna definitely bring in, this is our first time bringing in Phantoms. I honestly think I want the Duresses here. Is that crazy? Surgical doesn't seem bad either. I don't know if we're ever gonna be able to like snag an Emrakul or something. Probably not. Do we want Charm? Maybe just Fragments. What's bad? Guide Mother's bad. Giant Killer's good. Drop the Unearth. Dismember's fine. Maybe drop that. Snuff Out's probably fine. Drop a Starfield, a Charm, and a Color. 61 cards. Oh my god. Ooh. Dude, Death Shadow's a good card, huh? Okay, chat. We have Thoughtseize plus Duress, and if we find another land, we're in a good spot. What are our chances? Who believes in me? I feel great. Let's fucking do it. I love being on the play in game 3. Oh yeah, give me some K commands, baby. Give me some K commands. Give me a K command. Jesus Christ, chat. I'll take his K command. Alright. Chat, he has an Ulamog. And that's no fun. That's no fun at all. We're gonna play this Cantor. We did not find the other land, boys. We're gonna be so real with you. We did. Oh, chat, he didn't find another land either. Checkmate, atheists. Swing two, swing two, swing two. All right. We're doing great, boys. Chat, we got Ugin's Binding. It's okay, though. All right. Okay. Okay. Chat, we're looking for... What if he just has Emrakul and we just get Emrakuled? Fuck! Oh, it's an Ulamog. Okay. Well, maybe we'll top deck a land. What do you think? Ooh, chat. Chat, we do just get to play Death Shadow here. Where was that land like 2 turns ago? Maybe we'll get K-commanded. But, he's on a 2-turn clock, boys. I feel like there's a K-command coming. Alright. Top deck of the century from opponent. What you got for me? Chat. 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 What's he got? It's gotta be a K-command, right? Oh, it's an Ugin's Binding. Still hit him for 2. Chat, there's a chance. There's a chance. There's a chance! Oh! Oh my gosh. Imagine getting annihilated by an Ulamog and still winning. Wow. That was sweet. Boys, this was a good one. 4-1 with a close match. Our only loss being against that mono green list in round 3. But like I said earlier, we hit basically all the big boys of the format. Round 1, we beat Wizards. Round 2, we beat Eldrazi. Round 3, close loss to mono green. Round 4, we beat Auras. In round 5, we beat that blue-red Cavron Eldrazi deck. So, I mean, like I said, Boros is probably just going to always be better than us in terms of mid-range due to sheer card quality. But we ran quite the gauntlet, and 4-1 is pretty good. I felt like we had game against pretty much everything. Giver of Runes actually did quite a lot of work in that last match against Eldrazi as well too. So in terms of the main deck and like what we learned, I don't think we need Arch Enemy's Charm in the sideboard. I probably want to swap these out. I think it's just too expensive. It's better off as like Fracture or another piece of something. But main deck, we almost never use Fairy Guidemother, so maybe drop that. And this Unearth hasn't really come into play either. We could, I mean, I don't know how grindy we want to be. We could go back to a single Abiding Grace if we get to that point, right? Helps us recur Death Shadows, rebuys Cantors, rebuys Giver and kind of stuff. Not sold on the idea. But we can also just tighten up some numbers in the main board. But overall, I don't know. It felt good. Between Timeline Color is so quick at dropping your life total, especially now that we have Snuff Out too. Being able to split Snuff Out, Dismember, Time Caller with Orsov Charm as backup, even without like a fetch shock mana base. I know we were playing bolt lands and stuff, but we can really drop our life total fast and get Death Shadow online like turn 2 and 3. But then you saw in those games, like, we start to get grindy, right? That second match, Eldrazi Panza, where he brought in like fire magic and stuff and like wiped our board, and then we just rebuild with like 2 or 3 Cantors that are all 3/1s every time they come back, and then 4/1s, and then 5/1s. It did some work, for sure. I like Starfield Shepherd a lot. Plays that same Ranger Captain role, but also brings back our Tantors. So I think overall, deck's hot. I think these are the only 2 slots I want to mess with right now, but everything else is 2-ofs or 4-ofs. So it's pretty clean feeling list overall. Sideboard, like I said, use a little tweak, but we have tools to fight pretty much anything, which is how I feel a Grixis, or not, we're not Grixis, how a Death Shadow deck should be, right? You can be aggressive, you can be grindy. This one especially with the recursion of Charm plus the Cantor package can be extra grindy, but I'm very, very happy with how it worked, and we'll probably keep working on this one. But for now, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.